Charles Darwin, father of the theory of evolution. Charles Robert Darwin was born on February 12, 1809, in Shrewsbury, England. He was an English naturalist, geologist, and biologist. He is famous for his contributions to evolutionary science. Darwin was born into a wealthy family. His father was a doctor, Robert Waring Darwin, and his mother was Susanna Wedgwood. His maternal grandfather was Josiah Wedgwood, a famous industrialist. As a child, Darwin was not an outstanding student. He disliked studying classical subjects and often spent his time hunting, fishing, and collecting natural specimens. In 1825, he enrolled in medicine at the University of Edinburgh, but he quickly realized that he was not suited for the profession. 2 years later, he transferred to Cambridge University to study theology, with the goal of becoming a clergyman. At Cambridge, Darwin befriended many famous scientists and was encouraged to pursue his passion for natural history. The botany professor, John Stevens Henslow, had a major influence on him. Henslow introduced him to several other renowned scientists and convinced him to join a survey voyage around the world on the ship HMS Beagle. If you find this story interesting, please don't hesitate to give me a like and subscribe to receive more new interesting stories. The voyage on the HMS Beagle, 1831-1836. The voyage on the Beagle was a significant turning point in Darwin's life. The journey lasted nearly 5 years and took him to many parts of the world, including South America, the Galapagos Islands, Australia, and Africa. Throughout the journey, Darwin collected a large number of plant, animal, and fossil specimens. He also made detailed notes on his observations. On the Galapagos Islands, Darwin found some crucial evidence for his theory. He noticed that the finches on each island had different beaks, adapted to the food available on that particular island. He also observed that the giant tortoises on each island had different shell shapes. These observations led him to question the traditional view that species were created independently of one another. The theory of evolution and natural selection. After returning to England, Darwin spent many years researching and analyzing the specimens he had collected. He developed a theory about how species change over time, which he called the theory of evolution. This theory posits that living organisms are not immutable, but rather change and develop through a process called natural selection. Natural selection is a mechanism of evolution. It operates based on the following principles. Variation. Every organism in a population has unique, inherited characteristics. Inheritance. These characteristics can be passed down to the next generation. Struggle for existence. Resources on Earth are limited. Therefore, organisms must compete with each other to survive and reproduce. Differential reproduction. Organisms with traits that are best suited to their environment are more likely to survive and reproduce, thereby passing their traits on to the next generation. Over time, these beneficial traits become more common in the population. Major works. In 1859, Darwin published his most famous book on the origin of species. This book detailed his theory of evolution and natural selection, causing a revolution in the biological sciences. Other important works by him include The Variation of Animals and Plants Under Domestication, 1868. This work provided further evidence for his theory, focusing on how humans create new breeds of animals and plant varieties through artificial selection. The Descent of Man and Selection in Relation to Sex, 1871. This book extended Darwin's theory to explain the evolution of humans and the role of sexual selection in the process. The Expression of the Emotions in Man and Animals, 1872. This work explored the similarities in the expression of emotions in humans and other animal species, providing more evidence for the evolutionary link between species. Charles Darwin's legacy. Charles Darwin's contributions completely changed how we understand life on Earth. His theory of evolution became the foundation of modern biology and is considered one of the greatest scientific breakthroughs in history. In addition to his contributions to biology, Darwin also made significant contributions to geology and botany. He ushered in a new era of scientific research, encouraging scientists to continue exploring and learning about the natural world. Charles Darwin passed away on April 19, 1882, and was buried at Westminster Abbey, alongside other great figures of England, like Isaac Newton. To discover more great stories about great scientists in the world, subscribe to the channel, like, and press the bell to receive new stories soon.